Hey, guys, Donald Rumsfeld died.
A statement issued on behalf of the family of the former U.S. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld says that the former Secretary of Defense has passed.
Ironically, he was buried with the $2 trillion that were lost right before 9/11.
Solid gold casket, baby.
Away at the age of 88. In a statement released by his family.
88? Fucking based. Fucking based, bro.
I groomed 14-year-olds. He was 88. Boom.
Boom. Damn, guys. Represent.
The connections, man.
That in part reads, "It is with deep sadness that we share the news of the passing of Donald Rumsfeld, an American statesman and devoted husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather."
And mastermind behind 9/11. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Great-grandfather. And
show some respect.
Yeah, I know. Mastermind. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Family in his beloved.
Also, it says not a lizard person. Just make sure everybody knows that he's very clear about not being a lizard person.
House, New Mexico. Of course, the former Secretary of Defense, a controversial figure. And here is a look back at his life by my colleague, Peter Alexander.
I will remember you.
Immediately show footage of a lizard.
Oh,
Jesus.
It's just a Komodo dragon in glasses.
Just prowling with the fucking Twin Towers just crumbling behind it.
His entire family lives under a heat lamp.
Be like, Polly, why'd you edit that in? Come on.
That really was like an all-time greatest moment for Opie and Anthony and for Louis C.K. and just for fucking radio history. That was one of the greatest interviews ever, was him being asked repeatedly if he was a lizard.
Oh, I thought you meant with the Twin Towers falling. I was about to say,
Do we have that?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Do we have that clip? I gotta find that clip. I know it's on.
If we had a producer, we could probably get
Frozen should be doing this, Merch.
Yeah.
Should be doing the legwork, babe. I don't want you, pulling something before the gym, okay?
Look, I don't ask Asian people to do anything I'm not willing to do myself.
Why? They do everything better than us.
Actually, lizards.
Except
who, I mean, literally, there's people that think they're lizards from outer space.
Yeah, that's true.
Who eat human flesh. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you directly, sir, but are you a lizard?
I don't think.
Are you actually? Can you just please give that a straight answer? Are you a lizard person?
Louis a little left-leaning.
No,
sir.
I'm not. Let him answer. Are you a lizard?
Here's the short answer. Yeah. I'm in New York City. I walked down the street.
And then all he had to say was no, but he kept not answering the question.
The short answer would be no. Not the beginning of your day.
Oh, fuck.
People walk up, shake hands, stop me. They want an autograph. He's a lizard. I want to get a photograph with me.
He's a lizard person.
By the way, this is a former Secretary of State, like Secretary of Defense, a man who worked for 4 presidents, and this is what made that show brilliant sometimes, was having a guy like that on and completely ruining the moment.
Oh, God, that's so amazing.
As Secretary of Defense...
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Last night at dinner, and Joyce and I were sitting there in the little Italian restaurant, and a man came up and said he'd like to buy my dinner.
He might be
a lizard.
And it turns out I paid for my dinner. The next thing I know, the waiter comes back and said the man insisted to pay for your dinner, and here's your canceled receipt for paying.
Oh, wow, that's very nice. There's plenty of people that...
You didn't answer the question.
Like, what?
That's so good.
Oh, fuck.
But wait a second. I just asked if you were a lizard, dude.
Are you a
dignify around with the wrong people?
He's not going to dignify an answer to "Are you a lizard, Louis?"
Why not?
Because he's not a lizard.
What is the story about getting somebody paid for your dinner? I would pay for a lizard's dinner.
I think I understood the fact.
It's fucking, come on.
It's just the best.
I'll post a link if people want to watch the rest of it. It's really good. The whole thing's on YouTube.
The highlight of that clip is after doing it several times and Anthony going, you're disrespecting this guy. He's an American institution, blah, blah, blah. And Louis was like, look, man, I am not. He's like, I am in no way discrediting this man, or am I trying to downplay the fact that he is an American hero? I just want to know if he's a lizard.
I want to know if he's from some subterranean.
Oh, it was amazing, dude. That was one of the greatest moments in radio. I remember hearing that and just going, this can't be real.
Donald Rumsfeld launched America's wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Thank you for your contribution to society.
Thanks.
Thank you for your service.
They're saying it like it's great. Like Donald Rumsfeld launched 2 different.
Thank you. I mean, what do you say to that?
They're like, what do you want from me? You could have bought Halliburton stock like anybody else.
Yeah, well,
what do you want?
Not as early as he did.
True.
A mission, it seems, he prepared for his entire
Hey, look at young Rumsey there, huh?
life. A fierce competitor in wrestling at Princeton, a Navy pilot and instructor, Rumsfeld plunged into politics in 1962.
And he was quoted as saying, "I cannot wait to bomb all those weddings."
Dude, the 60s gave birth to like a whole new era of evil. That's when all these skull and bone assholes came out of the woodwork and just took the country over.
I thought I told you to shave those sideburns, Rumsfeld.
Elected to Congress 4 times from Illinois.
I, Donald Rumsfeld.
Rumsfeld was recruited by the Nixon White House.
Oh, God, we're just off to an amazing... everything about this.
Everything's on the level so far.
Nixon, the reason that we owe China $30 trillion. Yeah, perfect. So far, so good, guys.
Allegedly.
Because you wanted to take a fun trip and shake hands with Chinese people. But you got
He
us.
earned the reputation as an ambitious and skillful political infighter. Even President Richard Nixon called him ruthless. He later became President Ford's chief of staff, and in 1975...
And that also worked out really great. Remember, Ford also had a great run.
So great. The only Ford books I read are Henry's.
That's like saying you worked with like, oh yeah.
the one I love is called the International Beep. The world's foremost problem.
I do like that. It's like, wow, he worked for 4 presidents. He's like, yeah, all 1-term presidents. That's like saying I worked with 4 all-star fucking quarterbacks, and it's like, as a coach, and you're like, yeah, because every year one of them fucking just snapped their ACL, and we're out forever.
I'll have you know, I was Ryan Leaf's coach.
At CFL,
the youngest U.S. Secretary of Defense in history.
Yeah, back then the youngest U.S. Secretary of Defense was still 60.
Mm-hmm.
I, Donald H. Rumsfeld.
16 years later, Rumsfeld returned to the Pentagon under President George W. Bush, this time as the oldest Secretary of Defense. On 9/11, Rumsfeld was at his desk when al-Qaeda attacked the U.S. and flew a plane into the Pentagon. Rumsfeld quickly seized almost total control of America's war on terror.
What if you had seen Donald Rumsfeld just running out from the smoke with just fucking suitcases and money's pouring out of
cartoon style.
Cartoon
bills are falling out of the side. Yeah, that's
no one saw it until right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone's looking for the plane that hit it, but he's just him on the corner with just, like you said, bags with dollar signs on them.
It says not money.
Launching airstrikes in Afghanistan in less than 30 days.
Wow, that's impressive.
And
yeah, but look, we were long gone out of the Middle East, okay? That was 2001. It's not like we're still there, okay?
Oh, I know.
Dude, I remember when this war started, and I remember thinking, like, this will be in and out. It's Afghanistan,
Bing,
folks.
bang, boom, right?
No, we really did think that.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, we're going to be in and out. This is nothing.
It was.
Yeah, no one can fucking take. We're America, motherfucker. You know, you're terrified at the sight of us.
Maybe they had F-15s and nukes. That's how they did it.
And there were a few people like, I don't know, I don't want to get into nation building. And we're like, oh, come on. When have we ever been known for nation building? What, are going to stay and police the place for 20 years? Stop it.
Jesus Christ. Why don't you tell us another one, Tucker?
You fucking, what did he call him? Fascist, something fascist?
Yes, Fox fascist.
Fox fascist. Tucker
Fox
Carlson.
fascist.
Fox fascist Mondays or something.
Yes,
No,
Fox.
it was Fridays or something. It has to be another F, Mersh.
No, it was a Monday.
Yeah.
But it was
stupid.
a Monday. See, Keith Olbermann is just a stupid drunk.
Right, yes, true.
18 months, the invasion of Iraq. But U.S. claims Saddam Hussein possessed weapons of mass destruction were soon proven false.
Fuck you, by the way. Yeah, you're right. They were proven false, but all of you, including MSNBC and CNN, were like, they're totally there, guys. Okay? They're totally there. We have to do it.
Hey, they didn't let Hans blitz into some of the rooms.
That's a good point.
Just saying, they could have had it in the dining room. They could have had the nuke in the dining room.
That Iraq
has attempted to or is willing to supply terrorists with weapons of mass destruction.
There are known knowns. There are things we know we know. We also know there are known unknowns. But there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we don't know, we don't know.
That's pretty clear. Honestly,
Yeah,
how are you not following that?
I don't know. I still, like, to this day, he gets made fun of for that. And I know it's a weird, convoluted answer, but it does make sense, kind of.
Of course, yeah, it makes sense for if you're a reptoid.
Yeah, that's right. It makes sense if you're a lizard person.
It does make sense. It's just one of those. I think maybe he was trying to just throw them off a little bit and try to move on to the next thing.
It is the latter category that tend to be the difficult ones.
As the war dragged on, Rumsfeld himself came under fire.
Also, I love this World War II, the good war, Iraq, the wrong war. No, they were both the wrong war. Let's for a second.
World War II, the good war.
That was
I
the
would have
good war.
preferred Iraq.
Yeah, fucking, please.
I know who didn't make that sign, General Patton.
That's for
What if there
fucking-
wasn't the first one, there wouldn't have been the second one.
Yeah, good point.
But President Bush stood firmly behind him.
I'm never disappointed in my Secretary of Defense. He's doing a fabulous job.
Still, Rumsfeld started to lose the confidence of the troops. At one point, he appeared to dismiss complaints their lightly armored vehicles did not protect them from deadly roadside bombs.
Yeah, but now all the troops' vehicles are armed and they're fine now. And it's been 20 years, guys. A lot has changed, okay? They're not still driving around in unair-conditioned Humvees in 140 degree
IUDs
weather.
aren't killing soldiers anymore.
Not anymore.
IUDs have never killed a soldier before, if you look it up.
As you know, you go to war with the army you have, not the army you might want or wish to have at a later
What
time.
I'm trying to say is that I can't stand these, but this is what we got.
These fucking high school dropouts.
Ultimately, Rumsfeld was forced to resign in November 2006, but remained steadfast to the end.
It may well be comforting to some to consider graceful exits from the agonies and indeed the ugliness of combat. But the enemy thinks differently.
But Rumsfeld refused to quit. He and his wife Joyce started a foundation to promote leadership and public service at home and free political and economic.
And also they started a charity fund to make sure that all the people in Washington, D.C. could have as many flies as they could eat.
Aww.
It's a fact.
And dead
in
mice.
places like Afghanistan.
Rumsfeld in his old age started to look like the judge from Nothing But Trouble.
Oh, God. Dan Aykroyd. Yeah.
Yes.
His nose would come off.
Yes.
Rumsfeld once said, if you are not criticized, you may not be doing much. By that measure, he did quite a lot.
Well, that was some shade right there.
That was a nice,
Wow.
smug little outro.
Throw some stank on it at the end there.
Looks like he did a lot, huh? Am I right, fellas?
Say if people are calling you an F slur, then you're probably doing something right. Well, he must have been right every day, numerous times.